is an occasion for us to remember our father, our brother, our uncle. 5 years of his passing. It's been 5 years already, and it's amazing how time flies. 5 years, and it seems only like yesterday. But they say that it is only after the death of a person that you really find out the sort of person that that person was. And in fact, if I see the gathering that we have today, the people from all the political and religious divides, regional divides that we have here today, I am most gladdened in my heart that, in fact, our father lived a very good life. He is a man that I grew and I had a very deep love and affection for. And it was just simple because he was just a very selfless and kind person. That really was the essence of Alhaji Aliu Mahama. Selflessness and kindness. And when he would smile at you, and he was always smiling, that smile alone just made you very comfortable. When Nana Akufo-Addo, and by the way, His Excellency extends his regards, he wishes he was here, but he's currently in Qatar attending to a particular invitation that he's honoring. When His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo was considering me for the position of vice presidential candidate or running mate, I think all of you know at that time I was very much a novice in politics. I was not in politics, and so he had to do a lot of consultations to see whether to actually select this person. And I know that one of the people who really stood up and made the case that yes, Nana, go for this young man was Alhaji Aliu Mahama. He was very, very unflinching in his support, very unflinching. And for him, we see him as a pioneer as far as our politics is concerned, because he, as vice president to His Excellency President Kufuor, he brought something unique to the table. He straddled the Zongo community and the northern community. He was really the first politician in that position of vice president who could say he was from the Zongo, at the same time say he was from the north. And we talked a lot, because when I was selected, he knew that I was a novice in politics. And he made it a point, and this is why I forever will be grateful to him. He was just so selfless. He said that he was going to hold my hand. He told me, he said, I'm going to hold your hand and help you to become vice president of this country. He didn't need to do it. He had already been vice president, and he could just rest and give me advice and I'll go. But no, it wasn't just about advice. He put on his boots and we started going around the country. Amazing. He was walking and going to places that I never thought he would go with us. He was part of the campaign, fully part of the campaign, and very engaged. And it was actually when we were going around that I began to even have a deeper appreciation, because everywhere you went, every chief you met, the chief will start giving testimony about the help that they received from His Excellency Alhaji Aliu Mahama. everywhere. So I told him one day, I said, Baba, I think you need to write an autobiography, because a lot of people, and I, including me, I didn't know. A lot of people don't know how much you helped other people, because that story has not been told. But for me, it was there, feely, I was there, and they were giving testimony. Every chief we went to, it was amazing. And I really got a really much deeper respect for him as we went, because he didn't say a lot of the things that he was doing, but they were there. And the evidence is across the country, both in the north and the south. He was very much appreciated. I remember one of the conversations we had about the Zongo community, and he said, you know, the MPP as a party has a lot of work to do in the Zongos. But he said that we have to continue. He says, don't give up on the Zongos, because you have to continue to show that you care about the Zongos. In fact, I'll tell this story today. The story of the Zongo Development Fund started with Alhaji Aliu Mahama. We were talking, and he said, we have to do things to let the Zongo appreciate that the MPP is not anti-Zongo, as the propaganda was at the time. And said, what can we do? And we started talking about specific interventions, because government after government after government had not paid attention to the Zongo. So this is why when we brought that suggestion to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he immediately said, that is a good idea. Let us put it in the manifesto. And today, inshallah, by the grace of God, we are establishing the Zongo Development Fund. And it is really his idea, as we talked about it, that came to fruition. He was a very selfless and kind man. Unfortunately, he didn't live long enough. In fact, even when he was not well, he was struggling to campaign. And you know that the problems as far as his health were exacerbated on his way to Sunyani, trying to meet me for a campaign trip. It was a difficult thing. So it is something that we will always be grateful for, his commitment, his love, and his respect. He learned a lot of lessons and told me quite a few. He said, when you are in politics, people will come and tell you so many things. He said, always make sure you are not falling prey to rumors. He said, people will tell you things about other people. I always remember that. He said, people will come, and he said he suffered that sort of fate. He said, people will come and tell you things about other people, but please don't fall prey to rumors. Otherwise, you'll fight with so many people. Then he said, number 2, always be loyal and faithful to your boss. That again is very, very, very important advice that he left with from his experience. And I really, really am so honored that he played a major role in our party regaining power. Really major role. He sowed the seeds. He wasn't here to see it, but I know, inshallah, he's in Jannatul Firdaus right now, and he's smiling at all of us. He's smiling at all of us, and I'm sure he's very, very happy with what he has been able to do. He was someone who wanted unity amongst people, and peace and unity. It's something that he really wanted. We know him for his campaign for discipline in the country, but he wanted us all to live in unity, happily together as a country. So on this fateful day, We just have to pray for him. We know now there's nothing that he needs other than prayer. And so we have to continue to pray for him. And I am sure in 50 years' time, inshallah, we will keep remembering the good works of Alhaji Aliu Mahama, the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.